All right, beauties. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I would love to sign in officially and make sure that you can see me here and you can hear me. All good. Please let me know if you can see me, and we will get started shortly. Please say hello if you're here. Okay. Welcome. All right, Lynette, you can see me. Perfect. Okay. Oops. Oh my goodness. I just almost. This is very strange because I don't see anyone here. Just letting you know. But I'm going to go ahead anyway. And if you can see this, let yourself make yourself known, because it just seems like I'm seeing like blank slate, like literally nothing. So if you are like Lynette, you want to share and let me know where you're dialing in from, where you're tuning in from. I'll be so happy to hear from you, and we will get started. And this is going to be an incredible journey, I promise you. If you are here, I encourage you to really open your heart to receive and be open for the ride. Let's put it that way. Lynette, Cali, oh my, California, amazing. I love it. Bringing in the sunshine, I hope, because we have a lot of sunshine today here too in Edinburgh. So let's bring that sun in, sun itself. That energy, that frequency, that potency has been really alive today in me. So I just really wanted to share that. All right. So just in case this is your first time, welcome. This is going to be recorded on Instagram as well. So you can get a replay of the whole thing if you have that inkling or that inclination to really come back in and check it out and tune into the frequency. What an aura to aura experience really is I take this moment, this space to feel into what transmission is alive in the field. And if you're here live, it's beautiful because you are actually literally dancing with me in the field. So in the human sense, you're so welcome to put into the comment section what is alive for you, what is coming through, and what you're feeling. Let this be a ceremony for you. If you want to use this moment to purge, if you want to use this moment to bring to light a certain shadow that you feel is emerging within you during this moment, this experience, then please, please show up for yourself. Own the field, own this experience that is yours, and we'll see what goes on. Let's see what happens after. Yes, we don't know what's going to happen, and that's what life really is. We don't know literally what is going to happen in the next second. And that is the beauty of life. And my intention really is here to support you in allowing this mystery to unfold in the highest potential. And so what I'm giving you here really is that it is potential energy. How you want to use it, how you want to go out and share that or hold that to yourself is all up to you. Okay? So calling upon your inner guide, your inner master to rise, to be here, to be present. Okay? Sounds good? Let me know if that sounds good for you. Give me a heart, give me a love, give me a whatever it is. Just let me know that you are clear. If we are going at a good pace, because I can go very high. And if we are ready for that, we can definitely do that too. So I'm ready for you if you're ready for me. Okay? Does that sound good? All right. So let's settle in. Let's settle in. If you have some tea with you. So if this is your first time here, I want to just introduce myself a little bit. I don't really know what to call myself, but I would say I am here to awaken the bringers of light. And if you are here to bring light to this world, if you are here to really tap into your divine essence, to live from that place rather than reacting to what's going on in your life, then welcome, you're in the right place. You can call me a spiritual mentor, you can call me a ceremonialist, you can call me a wisdom keeper, and whatever it is, ultimately the intention, what I'm here to be, what I'm here to do is really to walk with you, to reveal your highest potential. And everything I do, it isn't about achieving any kind of success or some kind of goal. It really is about realizing God within me, realizing God within you. And so that means our conversation is going to go much further than any kind of blame or shame, any kind of, that happened, so this is the reason why I can't do it. No, I'm calling upon the master in you to rise. I'm calling upon you, the one who truly knows that you came here, and whatever challenges, whatever hardship that you went through, that you had to go through, that you are going through, is absolutely here for your spiritual evolution. It is here for the evolution of your soul, period. No exceptions. So this is the conversation for you. If you feel that that's not for me, you're very welcome to tune out and come back when you're ready. But if this is for you, stay on, participate, join me, because I really want to speak to the master within you. So a few years ago, about 10 years, it happened in about 10 years, but it's been about, I would say, maybe 7-8 years now, almost 10 years away. Crazy how time flies. I suffered from 10 years of literally destroying my body. Now, it began from this really beautiful intention of, I want to get healthy. I want to look good for the person I love, the man that I was with. And what it descended into was this perfectionistic, idealistic concept of what I need to look in order to be loved. And so because we are on a public platform that I cannot use that word to describe what happened, I hope that you know what happened. Many years of really holding myself hostage, many years of body image issues, many health issues that destroyed my body to the point where I had to really be hospitalized and hung up with IV drips. And I remember a nutritionist coming in to tell me, you have a body constitution of a woman in her 60s when you're actually in your 20s. And this is the manifestation of a perfectionistic mind. And I want you to take a breath here, to breathe with me. Because I'm sharing this story with a medicine in it. I want you to be very, very honest with yourself. How perfectionism has been destroying or sabotaging your life. And even though my story relates to a time where it was very, very physical, it was literally finding love outside of myself because I couldn't give that love to myself. And through my body, I thought I could control how people perceived me, how people loved me, and all of those things were, of course, illusions. I eventually found myself, in a very, very dire health issue, which woke me up and gave me the strength to finally recover. I woke up and literally thought, I cannot do this to my body anymore. And I choose to live, even though it scares the heck out of me, what it meant to open myself up to being perceived by others, to open myself up to this sense of loss of control. Because what that meant to me, loss of control at that time, was, not controlling the way my body looked by starving it. And yes, I recovered fully. To get to that place, I had to completely let go of how my body was going to look, and only had one North Star. And that North Star in my life at the time was, if it scares me, I'm going to do it. And at that time, it was very, very much food, basically. It was what I wanted to eat. If I want it, even though it scares me, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to have a little bit of it. I'm going to have a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And then eventually I was eating. But heck, there were many nights when I was drenched in night sweat. My hormones were going haywire. There were so many nights when days when I would look at myself in the mirror and I'll be like, gosh, this body. And I can literally feel my tears coming through now when I think about it again. Like, I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful that I literally survived 10 years of torturing this body. It didn't die on me, Like, it could have given up. But it didn't. And I'm alive. I'm alive for one more day. And it made me realize, even though I was insufferable with it, even though I was so mean to my body, it never left me. It never gave up. And so I vowed to myself that I'm going to love myself first. I'm never going to abandon myself. I'm never going to abandon this beautiful, beautiful body. And no matter how it looks, no matter how it changes, no matter how it transforms through time, this is my vessel. And so I arrived at the point in my life where I awoke spiritually. I awoke to my spirit. I started to understand what my soul is here to do. And I walked into a ceremony. I sat down with a bowl of tea, and the spirit of tea spoke to me and said, you have to drop everything you know and go and serve tea. It was the perfect time. I was ready for it. I think it was waiting for me to be ready for a long time. And eventually I was able to leave behind all the material success, like the job, the city, the dream flat, and move and really leave behind all of that and start all over again. Hello, Sravan. Hello, Louise. And I feel that it's brought me to this beautiful place where I can see how spiritually attuned women are still haunted by this perfectionism that we carry within our bones because it's so deeply instilled in us. And you carry your ancestral resonance within. And breathe. And so, yes, firstly, perfectionism, it isn't something that you're born with. It's conditioned into you. And it is a condition that actually is being applauded, right? Like people actually say it's a good thing because you will get the job done, because you will continue to chase, you will continue to run on this hamster wheel. And who is it benefiting? Not you. Not you. Definitely not you. And breathe. So when I came into this beautiful world, I realized that my perfectionism was showing up in a different way. It was showing up in a way where I was really beating myself up really harsh about what it means to guide, to lead, and to show up as a mentor. Oh, you are a leader, so you cannot F up in front of the public. Oh, you are a mentor, so you can't show your weakness. Oh, you are a guide, so you should be perfectly healthy. You should be able to speak perfectly. You should be do this, do that, right? Who feels that way? Kimberly saying, yes, they reward us for being workhorses. Workhorses for others. And we'll get to how that is actually ultimately a reflection of your own self, by the way, eventually. But firstly, feel into this. Breathe this in. How is perfectionism showing up in your life now, in your spiritual life? How is it delaying the life that you truly love? How is it delaying your creation? And how is it pushing you to disown parts of yourself? Your shadows are also you. Your shadows are here to guide you to your light. Nothing else. They're not here against you. They're not working against you. They're not doing anything to you. But for you to actually understand or believe in this, let's say, because it isn't ultimately about believing it or not. It is simply a truth. Believe is still a glance, a glimpse into the world of unity consciousness, but you're not actually really feeling it. You're mentally, intellectually getting it, but a belief can always be changed. A belief is always limited. Deep breath. So my intention is always, how can you realize God? How can you realize the divine essence in you? Because it isn't about mentally conceptualizing, mentally getting it. It's truly about walking as that, acting as that, and receiving the light. Receiving the light and radiating it out through your being. Because if you're not, that light will just die within you. And this is the reason why I'm here. This is the reason why I'm sharing this as well. Because if I don't share, if I don't speak about it, it just dies with me. And a true divine being shares, gives, and receives in the most natural way. No obstructions in both ways. The channels are very clear. Very, very clear. Do you understand? Give me a little sign if you understand. And then take a deep breath. Breathe this in. Be breathed by the light. We are surrounded by this divine light now. We are being supported. We are so much more than the physical body. But we have to first understand why we're here in this physical vessel. Do you think it's a coincidence that you're here in this physical vessel? To understand that we are divine is one part, is just one part of your whole entire experience here. To understand that you are a physical being is also just one part of your entire experience here. And perfectionism is a conditioning. And you know why it takes such deep root? Do you know why? It takes such deep root because there is some truth in it. And breathe. There is some truth in the fact that you are a perfected soul. That you are a messenger of light. That you are a fractal of this perfected being, energy, source. And when we descended from light to matter, through the density to earth, we became matter. We became denser and denser from light to matter. We forgot. We separated. And in our yearning to remember, in our longing to be one with God again, to be one with the divinity that is within us, that is always us, we pursue perfection. And it is so easy for the factions that are insidiously working their way through the society to brand that into you because there is some truth in it. And then it became perfectionism. It became this constant chase for what's outside of you. It became this constant, endless, empty feeling, Netflixing. I don't want to look at my essence. I don't want to look at what's inside of me. Or I'm going to look outside of me for that sustenance, for that assistance, for the God-like figure that's going to help me. And you may have projected that on other people. You may have projected that on your mother. You may have projected that on your mentor, your teacher. But ultimately, the only person who can remind you, that can save you, is yourself. And breathe. To back yourself, to fully own your power, to trust in your truth, the only person is you. And all exists because you exist. Everything you have right now, including the things that you don't like or even hate, I will ask you to do this now. Take a deep breath. Open your hearts. Open the front of your heart, the back of your heart. And send gratitude to all of them. No exceptions. Open your heart. Feel it. Let the gratitude flow through you, your entire body, from your heart into every cell. And let it flow and overflow out to all the things that you love and to all the things that you don't love. Let it flow all the way out. Do you feel it? Do you feel the shift? Let yourself feel it. Feel how everything is here to initiate you into deeper remembrance of your divinity. Truly feel it. When you act from this divine essence within you, everything will feel effortless because it is aligned with who you truly are. You're not pretending to be something else. You're not striving. You're not trying to control. And this is something that a lot of humans resist because there is a really deep conditioning of, is this really going to work? And aren't I supposed to be something like improve myself, like to be better all the time? And this is the insidious workings of what we call personal development, right? And it's seeped into spiritual evolutions as well, spiritual teachings. The fact that you have to constantly be improving. But what we're speaking to when we speak to personal development here is actually the ego. The ego that needs to develop, the ego that needs to go from this tiny little petty ego to what it truly is, which is the superego, which is the super consciousness, the individuation of you, the singularity of you. You are a unique fractal of the divine. There is no coincidence that you are here. Every one of you contributes in a different way. It is through you that the divinity, the infinite source, gets to know itself. Feel that. Take a deep breath in and be breathed by this light. So this insidious conditioning that you have to constantly improve yourself, that is speaking to a very ego-based state in you. But the essence, your divinity, your divine light, it's always been there. Is there going to be work to unveil that? Hell yeah. That's the whole point of your journey here. That's the whole point of your evolution. And so many of us are stuck and caught up. And the soul cannot evolve because we're so hung up on all the ego things. Success, wealth, what's all the things? But can you trust me if I told you, and I promise you, that if everything you're doing is to realize the divinity in you, to realize God within you, all will support you. God signs the paychecks. And breathe. Because if you are giving your power to anything in your life, you're making that your God. And I see this so often with multidimensional, spiritually attuned women. Love this thought. Hello, my love. I see this so often. You are making money your God. You're making status your God. You're making a man your God. You're making a mother your God. You're making all the things your God. But what is the real God here? Your divinity. Your soul. Your soul's evolution is all that matters. Because the truth is, if you're not done with this in this lifetime, you're going to come back again. You're going to come back again. And you're going to have the same problem over again. With a different person, probably. It's already happening in your lifetime here, right? You tried to run away from a situation. You tried to run away from a certain thing. And then you came back in a different person. A different place. But hey, it feels so familiar, eh? So make this promise to yourself. Commit to yourself. Like, I want this. I know this is my life. I'm scared shit. And I'm still gonna do it. And that scary thing, by the way, that feeling of your fear, your whatever you call it, anxiety, fear, that persists in your body, bring it to your body. Let the body process it. It's not meant to just stay in your mind. Process it through your body. And I do this very, very intimately in my containers, in my mentorship, by the way, where we go from the quantum instead of going through all this, like, oh, what happened when I was a child? What happened this and that? It's not that it's irrelevant, but it can be so much faster when we go from the energy level instead of the matter to matter level. And when you allow that to be transmuted, you can actually see that, oh my God, this is the initiation, a portal, a gateway to my next evolution as a soul in this physical body. I, as the light, embodied. So what I'm saying here is, have all the success, have all the wealth, have all of those things that matters to you. Own it. Own your most unrealistic life. Own it. Because that is a pointer for your soul's evolution. But never get lost in the game, my love. The game is just a game. The ultimate goal, the ultimate supreme destiny for you is always and has always been to realize God. Breathe. You feel this? Everyone has gone very silent. Let me know if you feel this. Let me know what's coming through for you. If you're devoted to this, if you want to stand for this, you want to own this, voice it. Share it in the comments. I will love to connect with your energy to hold you through this fire that you're going through. And yes, this is a very short live session, and we can do as much as we can here today. But if you're committed and if you're devoted and you want to go deeper, you're so welcome to connect with me. There is a complimentary Meet Your Majesty call that has very limited spots, but you can book in, find a spot, book in immediately, and let's have a connection, let's chat, let's deepen into it and see what unfolds for you. Kimberly, I feel it. I recognize I have been repeating patterns. Haven't learned lesson, I suppose. And I suppose you would love to see this more than a lesson. It isn't really a lesson. It is an initiation. And there is a difference. Can you feel the frequency? You're being initiated because you're ready. It isn't here to punish you or teach you a lesson. It's here to usher you in. Usher you in to the greatness that you truly are. And I don't just say this. I really mean it. I see the greatness in every single one of you. I see your aura. I see how big it can get. But you're shrinking it. And you know why I can see it? Because I have been there myself. And the moment that really gave me, oh gosh, like it got me down on my knees, where I literally was emptied out. And I gave my God, I laid myself, I consecrate my life to the divine consciousness. My entire life is a ceremony. I know what I want, but there are also so many things that I don't know why I want it. And that's okay, because that's where the divine leads me to big things that I had no idea existed. And this is the work that I do very intimately with my women. And I'm so grateful. Honestly, talking about gratitude, I am so freaking grateful I get to do this with some of the most leading edge women. They're leading themselves through challenges. They are leading themselves through this initiation with me as their guide. They're so open. Like there are moments when I had to say the really hard stuff, and they're willing to look at it. And that's how you free yourself. That's how you free yourself completely from the illusions, from the chains that lock you down, because it's so easy for the society to do this. It's so easy for the old paradigm standards to do this. It's like, this matters, you can't get away from it. But what if you could and you're meant to? Right? And I'm not saying it's easy, and that's why we have mentorships here. This is why I do what I do. But it is so aligned. It is so aligned. So allow yourself to go big. Allow yourself to really, really see life from the perspective of God, of Source. Too small. It's too small for you to look at life linearly, my love. And my heart goes out to those who do this. I'm like, can you see? Can you see it from the eyes of the beloved? That you're not just here to go day by day just doing the same shit that you half-arse, you don't even love or half-heartedly want. You're here to go for things you absolutely want, that you love. A life that you actually love. Breathe that in. What does it mean to have a life that you love? You feel the quickening of your heart. You feel your soul is set on fire. Some people are not even giving themselves the opportunity to feel that. Some people are so afraid to feel passion, to feel love, to feel their dreams are on the edge of their fingertips because they're so afraid to dream. And I can tell you this is all that you're here to be, to feel, to experience. That's all there is, not some half-arsed life. And you may be saying to me, well, I would love that, but I don't have the money for that. I don't have the resources for that. I don't have the man for that. I don't have the whatever. And I say, cut that out. Because you're buying into your illusion. You're buying into your smallness and you're defending your smallness. You absolutely are. I can tell you many times when I did not have the resources and I gunned down all the way for it anyway. And the resources came. And I went straight there because I know my soul is already there. I can see right there. That's the one. Let's go. Doesn't happen just here, imagination. It happens when I act as it, as I act upon it, as it acts upon me. You get it? Can you feel it? So let yourself be acted upon. Let yourself be breathed by this light. Doesn't matter how many days you do Qigong or yoga or chakra opening or retreats or whatever. It's like, will you give yourself the permission to fully embody this light that you are? Will you give yourself the full permission to lead the way that you are here to lead? And breathe this in. Because there's no more time to lose. We are here at this point in the trajectory of planet Earth when we need more than ever light leaders. We need more than ever multidimensional women who are sensitive to light, who are here to feel, to move the emotions, to show the way by being the way. And so, yes, you're here to create a freaking unrealistic life. Own it. Claim it. That's the only way we can create a new legacy and a new narrative for the women to come. You want to end wars? You want to end racism? You want to end all this challenging things that Earth is going through? It doesn't happen in your head. It happens when you act upon it. So wake up, stay awake. It's time. Chandra, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Liying. You're saying, I feel it and see it. How do I not allow myself to be stifled by others who don't feel it or see it? Beautiful. I'll end with this. The others, and take a deep breath. The others are merely a reflection of your own light. In other words, they are an energetic match to who you are now. So the bigger your light in this world of duality, this is the law of duality, everyone, you're going to see more shadow. That's just how it is. The master in you is going to unattach from emotional charges around the shadows and see them for what it is. And so these others that are stifling you, embrace it, be initiated by them, and don't buy into the story. They are all a reflection of your own light. Thank them. Yes. Thank them. It can be quite triggering for some, Thank you, Chandra, for receiving. But this is really a radical way forward. This is the way forward so that we don't get stuck continuously delaying. Oh, I need to heal this first. I need to heal that first. Oh, my family doesn't get it. My mom doesn't get it. Oh, I'm so afraid to speak about this because what would my mom think? What would my dad think? Oh, I'm so afraid I will hurt them. Let me tell you this. When you're in your truth, they are going to rise to meet you. Your light, your presence, it informs the field. What you see will inform the field. Is it wave or particle? How you see it informs the field. My mom had no idea, couldn't understand why I would quit a fabulous job and go and do this work. But I didn't try to explain it to her. I simply was who I was. I was doing my work in service to light, serving women, coming into ceremonies that I held. And I even invited her. I said, come in, join me in ceremony, feel into it. And after a few times, she said to me, I don't know what you do, but whatever it is, I'm here for you. If you need any support, if it gets difficult, let me know. And that is enough, more than enough for me. And you know what? It began from my essence because I saw her essence to essence. I didn't say from matter to matter, like, oh, I need to explain to her, I need to have a good conversation with her. Like, that is relevant, of course, when it is relevant. But the truth is, where are you coming from when you are having the conversation? How are you perceiving her? Are you perceiving her as your nemesis? Right? And it can be your dad, it can be your brother, it can be your sister, like whatever it is. But this is the real question here. Can we drop the blame, everyone? Please. And start to really come back to our essence. Really focus on really refining our essence so that it's pure gold, my loves. Pure gold. Because that is what it is. And as any great alchemist, you rejoice when you see the lead. You rejoice when you see the chaos. You said, yes, this is where I can find the eye of the storm, the eye of the needle, and I'm going to go through it. I'm going to quantum leap into my next evolution. You feel it? So if this is for you, if this is the work that fires you up, that activates you, I invite you to book a call. Yeah, let's connect. Just drop me a DM to start. We can have a conversation in our DMs. And then go from there. Okay? No pressure, no chasing, no forcing here. I can promise you that. I can also tell you if you're not a fit. Very honestly. So drop me a DM. It's time for us to rise, for you to rise, for you to fully embody your essence. Especially for the ones who have done this work for a long time. I work with a lot of women who's done this work for a long time. And it never stuck until they saw me and met me and did the work with me. And I'm honored to be on this journey with you, and I can't wait to celebrate you. So, taking a moment here, if anyone has anything you would like to share in the comments, please do so now. I feel like I'm coming to completion now of the transmission. Like I said, I would love if you have any questions, I can tap into that. But if not, we can call it a day. Yeah. And thank you so much for anyone who are donating. It's very, very much appreciated because Insight Timer is a bit odd these days. And as you know, they cut down a lot of things. So it is truly appreciated if you feel like you want to do so, as well as on other platforms here. And if anything, just book in a call or drop a DM. Let's connect. Okay? If nothing else. If this is for you and you love it and you want to share it, I also want to be so grateful, and I just want to say thank you for sharing my profile, for sharing this live session. Again, the replay can be accessed on my Instagram. So if you want to tap back into it, the full thing, you can drop into my Instagram. It's in the link in my bio, okay? All right, my loves. So I'm not seeing anything coming in. So thank you so much for being here. I adore you. Let's see, just making sure.